Good afternoon, YouTube. I am the City Prepper. Today is March 17th, 2017. Today's topic is going to be a self-reliance topic. How to survive in your car during a winter emergency. Now, in the Northeast, we've been getting a lot of snow. There's also been instances throughout the country where there's been major accidents on highways and throughways, forcing people to now stay in their car with 10 plus inches of snow all around them with nowhere to go. These techniques will hopefully help you in a situation where it's pivotal to retain as much heat during a winter emergency in your vehicle. Without further ado, I'm going to get to the video. Now, everything I have in my car is something that I recommend to people to have in their cars, and it's something that you can go to any auto parts store, you can go to any survival store, Dick's, any camping supply to get. So now the first part of winter survival is to minimize your cabin space. As you can see here by the look of my truck, I do have a pickup truck. So we'll pan out. I have a relatively small cabin compared to an SUV. So now what you want to do, regardless if you're in a car, whether you're in a pickup truck, whether you're in an SUV, is to minimize the cabin space. Let me get a better camera angle to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so you're traveling by yourself, you have a lot of dead air in the vehicle, okay? You want to try to minimize the front two spaces. If it's just you and one of the passengers, this technique will work. If it's you and 4 passengers, this technique is not going to work. What you want to do is minimize everything in here. You have windows that are going to cause the cold air to get in. You have to eliminate that aspect. So what I do, I have a sun reflector that I use for the summertime to keep the car cool so it's not scorching hot in there. Right off the bat, this is a reflective material which is going to be good to trap heat in your vehicle. You're going to want to put that in the window right away. The minute you realize you're stuck and you have nowhere to go, you want to immediately start reducing the amount of cold air that's able to get in your vehicle, along with saving gas. You throw that in your window. So right off the bat, you just eliminated a huge surface area of cold air getting into your vehicle. Next, you have to eliminate the rear dead air coming in from the vehicle. The technique I recommend is to use a Mylar blanket. General rule of thumb, every time I travel, no matter if I'm going to a warm area or cold area, I always travel with a quick clot, I always travel with a multi-tool, I always travel with Mylar blankets. So, in my glove box, I happen to have 2, just for emergencies. You never know when these can come useful. You're going to open one up, and you're not going to use the whole Mylar blanket on the rear of the vehicle. Now you have a relatively big surface area in here. I recommend cutting it in half. Again, I always have a multi-tool or a knife no matter where I go. You open up your multi-tool after you establish where half was. And the fact that I have 2 of the Mylar blankets is also going to come in handy. So now that you have half of it, you're going to open it up. Now you're going to drape it over the rear of the headrest and either use 550 cord or whatnot. You can also drape it on and attach it to the handles in the vehicle. Okay, So that right there is all the radiant heat that comes off your body is getting reflected back to you and your front passenger. Again, this technique will not work if there's more than 2 people in the vehicle, because then you have to worry about the people in the rear. So next technique you're gonna have to do is you want to eliminate the air coming in from the front window. Again, you have leftover Mylar blanket. You want to open up the Mylar blanket and then close your window to it. Now that right there, well, obviously there's not going to be wind. This technique right here just eliminated the air coming in from the window, and again is reflecting all the radiant heat into the vehicle. And you're going to do it on both sides. So obviously use it sparingly. Let me take this off the tripod and I'll show you more of the inside of the vehicle. Alright, so now I'm going to close the door so we can get in and see. So now you have the reflected sun visor in the front. You have your heat going in the car. Again, use that sparingly, because look at that. I only have a quarter tank of gas. That's a half tank of gas. It's not going to last me that much longer if I keep running the engine all day. You're going to have the Mylar blanket on both windows in the front cabin. You're going to have the Mylar blanket rested on the back. So now you have radiant heat coming from all sides. You have the radiant heat from the back. Obviously this window is going to be covered. You have the front, and then you have the side. So that right there is going to cause a nice little box, warm box, within you can stay warm, thrive, and survive. Again, these are little tips that I can show you on how to minimize your chances of not surviving and how to thrive in any situation. Again, I hope these videos are helping you. Please subscribe, please comment, please like. Thank you to my new subscribers, thank you to my current subscribers. Again, I am here for you guys. Anything you need me to teach you, to redo, I have no problem doing it. Thank you again for tuning in, and please stay tuned for further.